Good morning, gorgeous ones. I'm sorry, I'm a little late this morning. I'll wait for a few of you to jump on. I was actually having a conversation, a phone call, whatever that is, with a gorgeous friend of mine, and she needed a little bit of advice, so I just wanted to keep that conversation going. Good morning, Winnie. How are you? So it's day 3 for us, I think, or 2. I don't know. The days are all blurring in. Staying at this beautiful location where, as I look out my window now, my husband's just got up. Well, he got up about an hour ago, watched the sun rise, and now he's just toddled from our caravan into the surf. Amazing. So I can actually see him from the van here going, hello. And last night we watched dolphins at this little point. It's so beautiful. Anyway, hello everyone. What I'm talking about this week, I've talked a lot this week about shame. Okay, started off with, my eye injury, head injury, whatever we want to call it. And following on from Nikki's post in our group, I want to talk a lot about body shame. So here's the thing, right? Women have been shamed, and men now too, but to a much lesser extent than women. So women have been shamed about the shape of their body from like puberty. So, girls, their boobs are too big, too small, their hips are too wide, they're too narrow, they're straight up and down, they're not curvy enough. Like, it's like there's, just this one formula that we're all supposed to fit into. And honestly, we don't. It's just how it is. And it's not our fault. Like, it just is. And so you get shamed for something that you can't actually change. And so then you feel like mortified, embarrassed, less than. And so there becomes all this insecurity around how we look. And part of the thing about when we're carrying excess fat stores, and let's face it, that's all it is. In fact, we can even take out the word excess. When we're just carrying fat stores, so when we're carrying stored fat, we get shamed for that too. And the shame comes from this implication that you're lazy and greedy because that's why you're fat. That's the story. And it's actually bullshit. It's not true. As I've said time and time again, the women that I work with, and we work with lots of women, and men, I know you're in there too, but the predominance of this shame is for women. They are hardworking. They are not lazy. They are high achievers. They, at the end of the day, have insulin resistance. You cannot, insulin resistance is it's just something you're born with, the genetic predisposition to it. So it's not a fait accompli that you can't do anything about it. Because you can, we know you can with changing your food to low carb real food, but it's not your fault. Like, it's just, even the thing of insulin resistance, even the shame, people have shame now about having type 2 diabetes. There is no shame. Basically, it is just what it is. There's no more shame in having type 2 diabetes than there is in having hypertension. So we've got to take this shame off because it doesn't help. Okay, and I know sometimes we try and shame ourselves into motivating. Come on, you lazy ass, get up. I've said that a few times. It's actually not helpful. It's not helpful. Even the word lazy, it's one of my words that I will pick lots of people up on. And myself, because I always used to say it. Oh, I'm just so lazy. Nobody, as I said, none of us are lazy. What we're looking for is ease and simplicity, but that's different to lazy. And then sometimes, okay, and here's a little thing that happens to some of us. We might have tasks, jobs, things that we have to do that are hard. And for hard things, we might put them off. So procrastinate. And we swap that word procrastinate for lazy. I'm so lazy, I never do that thing. No, actually not lazy. You might be procrastinating, and that's different. And this is one of the things that we spend a lot of time talking about with our members is really getting clear on your language. Because if you're procrastinating, then what you're doing is avoiding a difficult task, and that's human nature. That's not lazy. But if you just tell yourself you're lazy, then your brain goes, well, then you just need to get up and do it. And there's different strategies that you can use for laziness versus procrastination. Absolutely, Winnie, we are our own harshest critics at times. We are, and it's not helpful. It really isn't. So the idea is that a couple of things. We need to, all of us, and me too, all of us, we all do it. We need to let go of judgment, judging other people and judging ourselves. It actually starts with us. Our society, the most, currently, so judgmental, and I know we've always had parts of it, but it's now on display everywhere, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Letting go of judging other people is the first step. Letting go of judging ourselves, second step. Please do this. Please catch yourself out every time you do it. It's a habit. We become habitual judges, and it's unhelpful. So that's today's step. Let go of the judgment of you, of yourselves, of other people, and just see how you start to feel. Because, good morning, Marilyn. Because again, this idea is we have no idea, and it happens even in our low carb community. They're eating junk food, and we shame them for it, but we don't know their story. We honestly don't. And for lots of people, lots of our members, we know this. Hyper palatable, highly processed food is a soothing tool used to manage many emotions, and for a lot of them, at the heart of it is trauma. Not everybody, but a lot. So even when we found our low carb life, and I know I have been, and probably still am, a low carb zealot, if we see somebody who's not following our life, we don't need to judge or shame them for it. We just, oh, Michelle, you're hilarious. I love your things. Opinions are like ears. We all have them. Other people's just don't work for us. Absolutely. And so that's, I guess, one of the things that today's thing, compassion for yourself and for others. You're running your own race. Sometimes when it's hard for us to do things, we can turn our thoughts outwards and start sort of finding fault in other people. That seems a bit easier than kind of doing our own inner work. So there you go, lovelies. This is your 2 things for today. Stop judging other people, stop judging yourself. That's it. Let's see how we go. All right, beautiful peeps, I'm off to get dressed. I've got my hoodie on because it is a bit chilly here. I'm off to go and get dressed, and then I'm going to sit outside, and I've been reading Brené Brown, Atlas of the Heart. It's very good. All right, beautiful peeps. See you tomorrow. Bye now.